all the respect due to Michael Rainey Jr. I just started following him on social media now. Way to go. Finally, somebody speaking out. Cino's only been talking about it for what, years? But we gotta get rid of all this. Oh, congratulations to some Swizz, Beatz, and Timbaland. They sold their company away and became employees. Yay! Stupid people, wake up! I am sick and tired of hearing all this pro-black talk and all this movement about we the people and us, and y'all sit here and follow these same idiots who are leading you down the primrose path. I'll be like, you talk black leadership but not showing black leadership. Put the drill to them, baby. You see, a major problem that developed is that we start accepting people without those people actually doing anything for you. You understand what I mean? These people have done basically nothing for you, but yet we follow them. As if, oh, these are the people that's going to show us the way. They're not. They have no intentions of showing you the way. Showing you the way is never their intention. They haven't even shown themselves the way. They still got bills to pay. They're not comfortable with taking little for the bigger picture. See, when you start talking wealth, or you're on the avenue or the cusp of creating something that's John Doe, and people are seeing that it's becoming massively, increasingly popular, then everybody's going to want to get on board. Now, originally, this was supposed to be DJ versus DJ. Producer versus producer. Battling tracks. Because of the pandemic, you know, this was started when people started doing live stream and them putting up concerts and DJing from home, which got them coming up with the idea that ended up being the versus battle that we see today. Now that DJ who got popular, who had Michelle Obama tweeting him in the comments, then you got D Nice, who actually did what he did out there in the world. You know, it's a lot of different situations that transpired. But it's okay. Because I get it. I get it. More than anybody in the business, I understand how cool it is to make some money and do a deal. You know, my deal hasn't been that lucrative. But I get it. I know why you would want to do it. Why it feels so great to have that kind of power. And in Hollywood, people don't normally speak negatively on someone else's business unless they know the person, right? So you don't, it's very rare you hear someone talk about someone else's business and they, you know, in the industry, they want to protect themselves from future deals that could come up and they might be involved. And people in the industry tend to hold a grudge more than anybody else in the face of this world. So now, moving right along, the situation gets grim. Because as they sold out, the Triller Company went and sold out and did all the things that they did. It struck a chord with people. It really struck a nerve. Jay-Z and these guys will remember what Michael Rainey Jr. just said. But what he said was so true, so vivid, that it shouldn't even be ignored. I loved every bit of it. Every bit. See, people don't realize that T.I. is a part owner of the Versus, whatever they company they came out with. It's their live streaming platform that they had that had Swizz, Beatz, Timbaland, and everybody who basically performed had a piece of it. So about 40 artists that they had on there. All of these artists got a piece. All of them got a piece. Companies didn't want to disclose the financial terms of the deal. But Triller, who Snoop Dogg is actually a partner with the Triller Company, as he is with Versus. Now, with these competitions, what they do is they pit the R&B R&B artists, rap legends against one another. And they have a part on, like they own a part of it. Jeezy, Gucci, Ludacris, and Nelly, all these people got their little piece. Now that it's been sold to the Triller network, all of these people, they want to make them shareholders. Like, you guys will be shareholders. They was like, well, they still shareholders. Let me explain to you something on how this works. When you build something on your own, sure, it's going to be expensive a little bit, and sure, you're not going to make the kind of money that you could have you teamed up with someone who has a larger distributional platform where you can make your money faster. But what you give up is the freedom to create, the creative freedom to do what you want to do. So now you went from being a boss to an employee who lost their voice of control. Now, Triller might have ideas on how the show should be ran. So as of right now, Swizz, Beatz, and Timbaland still get to run the show the same way. Now it's just going to be on a larger platform and can get out to more homes. Right? Now that you teamed up with Triller and they come in for whatever amount they sold over to Triller, right? For whatever the terms were. Now, let's say Swizz, Beatz, and Timbaland don't agree with Triller's plan. Triller might says, okay, alright, we want you to do a battle, but one of you guys has got to use this in the sponsor's name in your raps. Can you guys do that or drop a line about the sponsor? We need to have that done. Pretty soon, he's going to say, okay, let's have 2-on-2 versus battles. We put 2 guys against 2 guys and let them battle. And then we're going to do a whole pay-per-view of it. And then we'll have a whole series of battles on the same night. We're going to do it that way. Then we're going to start bringing in Britney Spears versus Christina Aguilera. And you're going to be like, hey, wait a minute. What the heck are we doing here? Then we're going to have Gwen Stefani, you know, go up against someone like, what's her name? One Katy Perry or somebody. And then you're going to start seeing country singers battle people. Then you're going to see rock stars battling on verses. And Swizz, Beatz, and Timbaland are going to be like, huh? The hell is this? But you got no say. Meanwhile, you guys get a check. And then what's going to happen is your original core audience is going to say, this some bull it. Versus then turn to it. I'm out. So now we're gone. Now versus isn't worth anything to you. Now your money is diluted. Now it was a cool thing that they made money on, but it's not the only thing Triller do. So Triller's going to make money on their platform doing whatever they want to do. Now that the versus battles has gotten bored and people are tired of it, it's juvenile now to them because it's been diluted. They don't want to deal with it anymore. Now, what are you going to do? What are you going to do now? Right? You're going to say, well, you know what? Versus, it's over. Right? We're going to start something new. Versus is done. And you know what that company is going to do? They're going to change the name to Versus Battle to something else. And they're going to do it, take your platform from you, and do it their way. Yeah, that's what's going to happen. Now, continuing with what Michael Rainey Jr. said, he called them all sellouts. And he said, including Jay-Z. I mean, I'm not just counting Jay-Z. Now, everybody got, what, $8 million who was a partner over there when the buyout happened? Like, look, Jay got them $8 million, all the people that signed up. If they were going to sign up, you're talking to people that was already millionaires. Multi-millionaires. What is $8.9 million for them? Did they get in it to make $8.9 million? Is that was the dream Jay-Z sold them? You stick with me, all of you guys will make $8.9 million. These are people that were multi-millionaires. They made like 30 in a year almost. And you're talking about 8.9 million is the payoff for them? I bet you that wasn't Rihanna's share. I bet you that wasn't Madonna's share. Prince, if Prince was alive and he saw what Jay-Z was going to do, Jay tried to buy his catalog. Prince wanted me to have it. You know, he was going to partner with you, but if you was to do what you just did to him, woo, boy, Jay, you would have had some serious problems on your hand. Prince is very strict when it comes to his music and trusting people, and he was willing to trust you with title. Because this is what he was talking about, creating an avenue to own your own. But then you sold out so quickly But you've done that with all of your businesses. I told the world he was going to sell title, and he did. Now he's a shareholder, but he's out of title. No matter what company he gets in, he's getting out of it. Why would you partner with him unless this is something you want to get in and get out of? Make a little money and jump out. But stop selling us. We got to own our own and become independent business owners if it's just to sell back to the masters. So Michael Rainey Jr., 100% I'm in your corner. 100%. So on that note, I'm out.